And Thailand's governing Pheu Thai-led coalition has agreed to back Pheu Thai leader Paetongtarn Shinawatra for Prime Minister. This ahead of a parliamentary vote tomorrow. The country is racing to avoid a political vacuum after former leader Srettha Thavisin was removed from office yesterday over an ethics violation.
วันนี้พวกเราทุกคนในนามของพรรคเพื่อไทยและพรรคร่วมรัฐบาลวันนี้มีจุดยืนเดียวกันหลังจากที่พรรคเพื่อไทยได้มีการประชุมกรรมการบริหารพรรคได้มีมติเสนอชื่อนางสาวแพทองธารชินวัตรเป็นนายกรัฐมนตรีคนที่31ของประเทศไทย
The 11-party alliance informed the media following a flurry of talks in the 24 hours since Mr. Srettha was dismissed as Prime Minister. 37-year-old Paetongtarn is the daughter of former Premier and political heavyweight Thaksin Shinawatra and niece to ousted former leader Yingluck Shinawatra. If successful in the parliament ballot tomorrow, Ms. Paetongtarn will be Thailand's second female Prime Minister and the third Shinawatra to hold this top position. Victory in the parliament ballot will also make her the youngest female leader in Asia. Parliament is scheduled to convene at 10 a.m. local time for the vote. That is 11 a.m. Singapore, Hong Kong time. The candidate has to gain at least a simple majority or more than half of the current 493 lawmakers tomorrow to assume the post. And for more CNA's Saksith Saiyasombut joins us live from Bangkok. Saksith, it's been a very busy 24 hours, as you predicted, that led to this decision. Talk us through how that bid eventually landed on Paetongtarn Shinawatra.
Yes, indeed. No time has been wasted ever since Srettha Thavisin has been dismissed by the Constitutional Court yesterday. So then the race was on. Yesterday evening, we had news of Thaksin Shinawatra, the former Thai Prime Minister and the patriarch of the ruling Pheu Thai party, summoning the leaders of all coalition parties to his residence in Bangkok, in the west of Bangkok, and then basically saying, agreeing on a candidate, which would have been Chaikasem Nitisiri. He is a former Justice Minister and the former Attorney General, and one of three Prime Minister candidates that the Pheu Thai party have. But then coming on next day, so we are now talking about this Thursday morning, things have very much changed very quickly. The MPs in Parliament, the Pheu Thai MPs in Parliament have voted and they wanted Paetongtarn Shinawatra instead of Chaikasem. So apparently there was a split between what the patriarch wants and what the MPs want. Fast forward a couple of hours later, there were discussions being held very rapidly and also very frantically behind closed doors. There were concerns about Chaikasem's not only advanced age, but also poor health, that he was going to be, even though he was eligible, but he was not in a good condition to stand for office. And then there were legal troubles because he himself also in the past has advocated for the change of the controversial royal defamation law, the lèse majesté law, for which the opposition Move Forward party was just banned last week ago. So all these considered, all these collected together, that's how Thaksin and other seniority in the party, they have changed their minds and were backing Paetongtarn Shinawatra. And also all the other coalition parties, they were all in agreement that they were going to back any candidate of the Pheu Thai party anyway. But now that the decision has fallen on Paetongtarn Shinawatra, they are going to go all in on her in the parliament vote tomorrow. As you just mentioned, the numbers look very good for the coalition. They have a comfortable majority, and it's not expected that there would be any defections.
All right, Saksith, as you mentioned, this entire story of how this decision was reached, Thaksin Shinawatra's part in this decision, summoning key figures yesterday and deciding again today, that his shadow looms very large over decision-making. But over what Paetongtarn Shinawatra will do if she is Prime Minister, how large does his shadow loom over her in likely her time if she should take on reins of the country?
It's omnipresent. That's the short answer. I mean, ever since Thaksin came back from self-exile last year in August, almost to the day a year ago, and that's also the day when Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin has been confirmed in office as well. That already tells you the magnitude and also the influence that he has. And ever since he has been back here in Thailand, he has been wielding a lot of influence. But the problem is that he also has joined hands with his former enemies that are forming now the current coalition. And it's a very uneasy alliance. People are saying that it's a truce, but the problem is that the terms and conditions are being constantly renegotiated. That's why we also saw what happened yesterday when Srettha Thavisin was dismissed by the court. And then, of course, the discussions have been continuing over the PM pick, and they will also continue if she is confirmed, especially when we talk about cabinet positions.
All right, thanks, Saksith. And of course, we'll see whether that truce stands tomorrow in the days, weeks, and months ahead. Saksith Saiyasombut live for us there from Bangkok.